It's Brian Mudd. This is my cheat sheet for Friday, August 26th. So Hurricane Irene has come and gone from the South Florida area, and we were by and large spared. And unfortunately, it looks like North Carolina and parts of the eastern seaboard are not going to be so fortunate. But the one thing that we might not be spared, even here in South Florida, a double-digit increase in our insurance costs next year, largely in part to Hurricane Irene. Why? Here's the situation. There used to be a bunch of reinsurance companies out there. With the mortgage crisis, many of them that were reinsurance companies for storms also were reinsurance agents for mortgages, and many of them went under. There just aren't that many reinsurance companies that are out there, and most of the ones are very large, meaning that they reinsure insurance companies throughout all of the United States. And this has been a record worst year internationally and domestically for insurance coverage. We've had the Joplin tornadoes, we've had earthquakes, we've had you name it, and now we got the hurricane going here. So the problem that we've got, that our reinsurance companies have been tapped so much that they're going to raise cost to the insurance companies they do business with, ones that we do business with here in South Florida, and that will mean that they'll pass that cost along to us. So unfortunately, you do need to prepare for a double-digit increase in the cost of our insurance come next year. I wish the news were better on healthcare costs, but it's not. I've got an update to something we've been talking about earlier in the week, and that is healthcare coverage. Well, it appears that 1 in 10 companies are prepared to just outright drop offering healthcare coverage to their employees by 2014. Even those that keep offering coverage are likely to have it look a lot different by the time it reaches you within the next couple of years. What am I talking about? Well, specifically, if you're used to maybe a $20 or a $35 copay, you could see those go to $50 or even $100 every time you go visit the doctor. You could see the portion that you have to cover. Oftentimes, employers have a capped rate on it. Like, for example, if there's an increase in cost, maybe they only pass 7% of that increase along to you. That's been the industry average. Well, now they're talking about passing 20 to 30% of that cost along to you. The net of this all is that insurance cost, even for the employers that are likely to offer it, likely to cost you somewhere between 22 to 35% more by the time we get to 2014. You want to talk about having to budget more for insurance costs regardless of what type of insurance it is. Unfortunately, we're there. There is some better news, though. Buffett backing Bank of America. Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway put $5 billion into Bank of America yesterday. Why should you care? Well, here's the big deal. Even if you don't do business with Bank of America, more people do than anywhere else. Bank of America is the largest bank by deposits in the United States, and they are also the largest holder of mortgages, in large part because they acquired Countrywide Financial during the midst of the financial crisis, which, by the way, is also the root of most of their problems. I've been talking about how this is not 2008, even though we're not in good economic times. But the one thing that could have put us back in that scenario is a company like Bank of America running out of money and falling on itself. That could have spiraled off another set of dominoes, the likes of which we did see in the fall of 2008. And the good news is that scenario is now off the table. Thank you very much, Warren, in stepping up to the plate there and taking care of what Bank of America needed. And by the way, he'll probably be rewarded on his investment. Quick news about BlackBerry. They're starting a music service. This could be interesting. $5 a month and you get 50 songs. And you can share them and change 25 of those songs out every month. Amazon.com cutting the price of Kindles. You'll have your first sub $100 Kindle before the holidays if you hang in there and wait. And Angie's List is going public, but should you buy at the public offering? I say no. The history of LinkedIn and Zillow, the recent .com IPOs, suggests that you can lose as much as 50% of your money if you get in on day one. So, more information about that right here on the cheat sheet today. We'll see you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.